everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a vlog style pack with me video. You guys requested this a few videos back. I think I was talking about leaving for spring break, something along those lines, and I tried to originally film this before I left for spring break, but I was just too time sensitive and stressed, so it just didn't really turn out that well. So I wanted to refilm it today. So tomorrow morning I am flying back from DC to North Carolina. If you weren't watching my vlogs beforehand, I flew from North Carolina to Boston for a couple days for a vacation with my friend Daniela, and then I flew from Boston to DC just for a couple days to see my family and hang out at home. So I'm getting ready to head back to school now, and I thought I'd show you guys my process. Hello. So for reference, I traveled for 10 days between Boston and DC. Ignore my cat behind me. So I fit all of that into a carry-on sized suitcase and then my backpack as well. So that's kind of the goal of this video, is to show you how to bring 10 days worth of clothes and stuff like that. And I had heavy sweaters and all of that jazz for a 10-day trip, and essentially a carry-on and a personal item. So jumping right in, the first thing I always like to do is make sure that all my laundry is done and kind of folded and put away neatly. And normally at school I'd put everything away and it's actual drawers and stuff like that. But because I'm home, I'm just going to go ahead and fold all the stuff behind me and then put it into different piles in my bed, which I'll show in a second as well. So now that my laundry is all folded and kind of sorted, this is kind of where I start my next steps. So I have everything kind of organized by what it is. So I have pants, shirts, sweater, dress shirts, scarf, PJs, underwear, socks, and then more miscellaneous stuff. I have some makeup over here, some stuff I had to bring home from school, and then I have my packing cubes and some things that I've purchased while being here. This isn't everything that I'm taking back just because I don't leave until the morning, so there's still some things that I have out or need to be collected, but this is definitely the large majority. So after I've done my laundry and kind of organized everything into piles of what I'm bringing, I like to start putting things in packing cubes. Packing cubes definitely changed the game for me. If you travel even a decent amount, I would really recommend picking up a set. I just got these from Amazon. This is the Amazon Basics collection. I have 3 different ones with me right now. So I have this long skinny one, this shorter one, and then this medium sized cube. And essentially, I don't know why these work so well. I guess it just compresses everything, but they're seriously game changers. You can fit so much more stuff and it's so compact, it's incredible. So typically if I'm packing to go somewhere, I'll either organize my packing cubes one of 2 ways. First one being by outfits almost. So if I have an event that night and I know I need a pair of shoes and a dress and jewelry, I'll put all of that in one cube, so it's kind of just ready to pull out. More often than not though, I group it by type of clothing. So I'll have all of my pants and shirts in this one, and then I'll put bras and underwear, socks, everything else essentially in here, and then maybe bathing suits and pajamas in here, whatever it may be. And that has worked really well for me. Oh, we have some active cats in this. And then if I'm traveling home from somewhere, typically I like to split up my clothes between clean and dirty. So if I have a pile of underwear and socks and other things that I haven't been able to clean for whatever reason, I'll put those in one bag, and then items that I didn't wear, such as an extra shirt I brought or an extra dress, I'll put those in another packing cube just to keep them kind of distant from one another, to as distant as they can be in a suitcase. I really like doing that because it makes unpacking a lot easier when you don't have to go through what's dirty and what's clean. It also just kind of keeps them a little bit separated. But for this instance, I'm going to be putting them in kind of by group because I'm just going home to North Carolina, and since I'm at home now, I was able to do all my laundry. So all of the clothes that I'm packing are clean except for the ones that I'm wearing right now, which I'll just stuff in the front section of my backpack. So this is the largest packing cube that I brought, so I'm going to fit hopefully all of my pants in there, and then some other shirts if I can. So if you guys can see, this is the packing cube in here, and then I've stacked all my pants, and I think I'm gonna put in this stack of pajamas in here as well because there's still quite a bit of room here, and then a little section right here that can be filled. So you might be doubtful of how this is going to zip up into this small little cube, but it will be done. So as you guys can see, once it's zipped up, everything kind of fits in this one little area, and you're able to fit so much more in space. So I think that's a really, really helpful tip if you're trying to pack like 10 days worth of stuff in a carry-on or whatever it may be. Packing cubes definitely save a ton of room, as you guys just saw. So I'm gonna take the rest of this stuff and fit as much of it into the other packing cubes that I have, and then we'll go from there. Once I have everything that I want in packing cubes, I move on to kind of start fitting things in the suitcase, and it kind of just becomes like a jigsaw puzzle from there. So as you can see in this like little zip compartment, I have the biggest packing cube that has all my pants, the PJs you guys saw, and then I have 2 sweaters that didn't fit in other ones, and they just kind of nestle in here perfectly. Another tip that I have, I feel like a lot of people know this, but stuff your shoes with things if you have room. So I'm not gonna be wearing these boots on the plane, and normally if I have extra like socks or underwear, that's a really great thing to stuff in here. But I really didn't have any need for it this time because I'm leaving a lot of stuff at home. So I just threw in some like extra chargers, and I have like a granola bar in there, just a bunch of random stuff that can easily fit in here, and then that just saves room in your suitcase. As you can see, this suitcase is pretty much filled, but there's a ton of little spaces in here and around here that I'm going to fill up with just some like things that I won't necessarily need in my carry-on. Like I have my allergy medicine. That'll just like fit in this little corner well there. I have like a razor and an extra toothpaste container, and then I'm gonna put my naked palette in one of these little slots over here, and then I'll probably just lay like one shirt over this. I'll probably just use this one actually, and then I will go ahead and zip this up. So now that this suitcase is completely full and locked up, everything is good to go, I like to take everything else that I have out and put it on my bed. And I know that this looks like a lot of stuff, but it's really not, especially for just all fitting in that backpack. Everything here is what I'm going to be wearing tomorrow on the plane, because the scarf especially is super chunky, so that's perfect to bring on flights. And then I just have like some heat products and makeup, toothbrush, stuff like that I'll need for the morning. And then this is all school stuff that I have to bring back. As far as my personal item, I normally bring a purse, unless if I'm traveling for longer than a weekend, in which I'll bring my backpack. And this I don't necessarily have a strategy for packing, because whatever is in it is what isn't in my suitcase, so it's kind of a free-for-all. The only thing that I really do keep consistent is this top pouch up here, and this is where I put all of my like flight necessities, because this is the easiest like to access from underneath the seat. So in here I normally keep like an extra granola bar, I have my wallet and ID, and then I have the pair of headphones that I'm gonna want on the flight, and any other like essential like chapstick normally goes in there, but I have it out by my bedside table, and any like immediate chargers that I'll need, I'll fit in this compartment. So with everything packed up, this is what it looks like. If you were wondering, this is a CalPack suitcase, and I believe this is the 20-inch one. I really, really love it. And then this little tassel is from Madewell, and this is just from Amazon. It has like my contact information under this flap in case it ever got lost. And then this backpack is from Patagonia. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for traveling. I used this a lot when I was abroad for weekend trips, and it worked great. It's super expansive, and there's room on the sides to hold like water and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend both of these. If I can find links to either of them, I will leave them down below, along with a link to the packing cube. Well, that is everything as far as my best packing tips and tricks. I don't think I'm the best by any means, but I do think that I have a pretty good system down, especially for fitting a lot of days worth of clothing and accessories, everything like that, in a small suitcase. So hopefully this helped some of you guys out. If it did, make sure to leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below as well. All my social media will be linked down below per usual, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.